we are here with Mark KEEL Ferrari.
Thanks, Lonn. Mark KEEL, Cold Sweat, Wayne's World, Ferrari. Okay, I got it.
The reason I
You
mentioned
got the right to rock, Ferrari.
the reason I mentioned KEEL is because it is the 35th anniversary of KEEL, and conjunction with MTV's 35th anniversary.
Well, if you live long enough, you get to celebrate these amazing anniversaries. I feel lucky and blessed that I've made it to this point in my life. But yes, 1984 was the year that this kid here took a plane from Boston, landed at LA, never looked back, and a couple weeks later got introduced to this lanky guy named Ron KEEL, and the rest, as they say, is mystery. So it's a mystery that we made it this long. But
tell me a mystery about the guitar of yours that we photographed, your Les Paul.
Well, yes, you guys have my beautiful 1968 Gibson Les Paul Standard that I bought in high school. I think I was a junior in high school when I bought it.
How much?
I think it was $500. Back then, that was a tidy sum for a 17-year-old kid, you know. Truth be told, it's not original because it started its life as a gold top. But back in those days, people were already refinishing those gold tops because some of those 68s were left over 1969, 1959, 1960 bodies. And in my case, I do have a little bit of flame top going on there. But that guitar has been with me through all the wars, man. Every KEEL album, every album I've recorded.
No matter what band you were in, that guitar came with you.
That guitar came with me. I've retired it from the road. It doesn't leave the house anymore. I did have a couple of close calls with it back in the day. I did have guitars stolen from me, and that was the impetus of retiring that one from the road. Because I mean that's been my baby. You know, that's been with me close to how many years now? 40 years I've owned that guitar.
Do you feel like you have an intimate connection with your guitar, or like do you have like feelings that you exchange?
Feelings.
For that guitar, he must have an intimate connection.
I do, and I purposely, when I shaved the neck down, because that started out was like a baseball bat neck, really, really thick. Those 68s were really thick necks, and I have small hands. And I purposely did not finish it, so it's the natural wood on the back of the guitar, on the back of the neck, and I just love the feel of that. You know, my hands, that wood. My DNA, that DNA. And I think, you know, some guys would have, you know, finished it with shellac on the back, which is common. But for me, I wanted that wood. I wanted my sweat going into that wood. And I think, yes, with that guitar, there is a bond. There's a genetic bond.
Do you ever name your guitars, like secretly, or you know?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I haven't with that one, and probably strange because you you have Blackie, you know, Clapton, you've got Lucille, you've got Pearly Gates, you've got Billy Gibbons with his Pearly Gates. So maybe after 40 years, I should name it rather than just calling it guitar, you know, or. Hey, guitar.
It's number one.
Yeah, it is my number one. That's right. You know, I think Page had number one and number two, and Townsend used to number them. They actually have the numbers on the guitar. If you guys remember.
We got the number 9 for the next book here.
Yeah. So yeah, that Les Paul definitely is a part of me, and I think I might have mentioned this in the first interview that it's actually in my will that I want to be buried with it. So I will not be selling that guitar.
Now, will you be cremated? So that means no cremation?
Because that means the guitar goes up in ash too.
That's true.
Okay, you'll be a rising phoenix.
I don't think I could allow that guitar to be cremated. It's such a beautiful work of art, and maybe I'm being selfish to have it buried with me so nobody else has it. But
well, you don't have to decide now.
Yeah, I guess, but it is in my will so far.
Dude, thank you so much for
Thanks,
your
Mark.
and hanging out this year.
Not that I plan on going anytime soon.
But. No. We got more axes to grind.
More axes?
Yeah.
Axes to grind.
Mark's been hanging out with me for this.
Oh, you've been hanging out on the mountaintop.
And we've been photographing lots of guitars together. Tommy Thayer and Brian Ray. And
Rusty Anderson, Dave Amato.
That's right. Yeah.
Brian from Kicks.
Collection of them.
Yeah.
So you could hook us up for Paul McCartney. That's Rusty.
Catch that. What?
That's right. Paul McCartney.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
could hook us up for Paul McCartney.
I need Paul's bass. He's coming to LA too.
Yacha cheese that ever shot the bass.
I know, I've shot everyone
The
around.
Can't Buy Me Love bass.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Well,
Maybe that's bucket list stuff. For you, who has such a legacy of photographs, I think that's bucket list. It's Paul McCartney.
Well, it's definitely on the list. We still need Dweezil.
well, hopefully we'll get to Easel. There's a few others on our wish list. Richie Blackmore's coming up soon. All right, that's awesome.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, Mark.
Good to see you, man.
Okay, rock and roll.
And Mark was in Rip Magazine in the late 80s.